Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I said we were going to test these motors and what have you. And they both run. This one is pulling 0.82, 86, 87. Get a good connection on. 0.82, that was 0.77 there. So this will be on good power. This one, on the other hand, is the and it's pulling 0.71, 0.66, and that guarantee you that is nothing more than a dry bushing in there. And it's a shame that something can't be done, you know, to oil these things on the inside, clean them up a little bit where they'd last longer. Even this shaft is starting to warm up a little bit. Good power. And I was looking at the video when I cut the other one in half, and it shows a void right here. Right there. I got an idea. There's no reason oh, I got about an inch and a half. And what do we got here? We got a 5/8. And that would be a 5/16 to center. There's no reason why you couldn't, and this is probably won't be for the faint of heart here, because I gotta just make it in there, and there we go. All right, so now if I got a just pour them out. Looking for a 1/4 inch bottoming, 1/4 20 bottoming. Generally, that would be the only thing I could find. but not today. Are you serious? That's not a quarter. I need a quarter 20 bottoming tap. Maybe I got enough threads in it with that. Seriously? What's this? Quarter 20. All right, there we go. So, okay. Now we got a tapped hole in there. I was in Home Depot today looking for some bolts for the other motors, and I saw these and I said, wait a minute. Now all we would need now is a proper size O-ring. Hey, boo. You looking at that squirrel? He got you again. There. Now we can get some oil in there. I'm going to use, I want to say, I don't want to put any kind of solvent in there, anything that's flammable. And I can see in there, it doesn't look bad at all. Anything flammable, you know, ATF plus 4 is good stuff. We're just going to fill it up, run it a little bit. Maybe we are, I don't know. No. This is where a syringe would come in good. Or something of that nature. Let's see. It's a full synthetic. Was that thing cracked? I'm glad I did mix epoxy in it. Alright, it is full. Transmission fluid is notorious for getting into everything. So I was kind of interested to see if it was going to leak out. plug back in it. Naturally, we're going to drain it out, but in just for in cleaning properties, run it, see if it helps it. So if you do decide to go this route, a couple O-rings and a couple of plastic and a tap and a drill, you could get it where you can oil them up. So we're going to run this thing. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. Hopefully. And hopefully it sounds better. Nothing else, it should self-clean itself a little bit, maybe. Now it's probably going to pull some high amps. Well, 5 amps with 4.4.50. Got good power. Sounds good. 0.49, 0.43, 0.45 amps, less than a half an amp. But that's the reason these motors were really good, because they didn't pull any power. Shaft's not heating up now. Now it's heating up a little bit because I guess it's rubbing on that seal. But nothing came out. So we're going to pour this out. Hey, boo-boo. Actually, I'm going to pour it in a container to see what it looks like. I don't want to contaminate that. Besides, we want to know what it looks like. I'm probably going to have to run it to get that out of there. Only 4.5, I'm sorry, 0.454647 amp, less than a half amp. This one sounds better than the other one. The shaft's still heating up, but that's because of that seal. Because generally, if the bilge pump is running, it's in water. Yep, we're getting some. Well, that's shit. That's drill shavings or tapping shavings when I tap the damn thing. That's what that is. But it looks a little dirty. Got a little stuff in there, a little rust come out, but that's good. So I'm gonna do the other one. So you figure both these motors together just running is 1 amp. That's not in the water under load naturally, but that's just 1 amp. So that's nice and lubricated in there. Let's do the same thing with the other one. Because it was pulling higher amps than that one, I think it could stand some lubrication too. So we're not going to get all fancy with this one because we can pretty much judge center here. Okay, the hard part's done. I got a little close to that, or the casting's different. I got a little close. Just a little bit. Well, let's get some oil in this one. You can still do it by hand though. All you have to do is make, well, I could say that's a special safety thing so it won't back out. Yeah, that's the reason I did it like that. Right. So let's get some oil in there, see what the amps do on it, if they stay the same. Go up, go down. 'So I'm kind of thinking that transmission fluid, the good stuff like this, won't degrade the plastic or anything like that. It certainly won't hurt the metal. So okay. So we're going to see what this one does, see if it gets better, stays the same, whatever. I would like to see it go to a half amp. Point 0.62, 0.62, 0.65, 0.6, yeah, 0.6, something right around a half amp. Better than it was. Sounds good too. See the shaft, I guess the seal heats the shaft up. You wouldn't know it unless it was, you know, it was out of the water like it is now. So that is a success. These motors are going to a gentleman to go on his kayak, along with the hardware and everything that came off of it. And I call that somewhat of a success. So now, periodically, of course, you can open them up, put whatever oil you'd like. I just use ATF plus 4 because it's a pure synthetic, and it doesn't hurt electrical components or anything like that, like in transmissions or anything like that. That was my thinking. So, and I could be totally wrong, but anyway, I would strongly recommend not using something flammable, because there's brushes in there and they do arc, and that would be like, let's say you use gasoline and you put that on there and you turn the electricity on. Needless to say, you won't be making any more YouTube videos. I guarantee you it'll blow up. So we don't want that. So that was really cool. I've been kind of, I recommended using these things for some years now, and I hate the fact that some people might have put them on there or wanted to put them on there, but they saw the video, cutting that one open. Well, I'm glad I did, because this is a void right here, and I said, I could put a plug back there, and you could mount your motors like this where the plugs are out, and take a syringe or something with some oil or transmission fluid and just squirt up in them and then let them drain out, and then you got them cleaned and you're ready to go again. It's a really shame, because these things are good little motors. They work great. It's just you can't get into the damn things. You can get into those now. So, and all it cost was 59 cents worth of plastic bolts and a little bit of time. So there's nothing wrong with that, boys and girls. So get these shipped off to that fella, and that was a success. Hit like and subscribe. Y'all have a good day.